Okay, so I have watched Wuthering Heights. You know the problem thing about this whole experience with this, like watching this movie, is that I don't really like that book because I don't like stories where people are in love and are terrible to each other. And I felt that way when I was 14, and I feel that way now. But I like it a lot more as an adult. And when I saw the trailer originally, first of all, I don't trust Emerald Fennel because every time I go to see one of her movies, I'm intrigued throughout the film, and then it ends, and I'm mad at her, like legitimately enraged at her for the way that she puts the whole story together. Because I just don't think she has the way. She's not on the wavelength of the messages she wants to say, but she thinks she is, and she thinks she's deep, and she's not doing what she thinks she's doing. But it visually looks very nice. So I saw the trailer, I saw the air quotes, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but it's not Wuthering Heights. I even read Wuthering Heights again after I watched the trailer, just to be sure that I wasn't like making a bunch of stuff. So like, was Kathy older than I remember her being? No. I was like, this is not Wuthering Heights, but whatever it is, I'm into it. I love a sexy moment. It looks sexy, and I was into it. Bitch, I read that book so many times, and as a person who does it, like who only feels marginally attached to that book because I never liked it, but I did understand it. And Miss the freaking maid was like my favorite character. I love a book where two people are actually just spilling tea and chatting and chit-chatting with each other, and then you forget that that's what's happening, and they come back to it and remind you that somebody is just gossiping about somebody else. So there's reasons why I connect to it. And I went to see this movie. There are three major issues I have with it. Issue number one, good Heathcliff casting was in the movie, but she wanted to do colorblind casting so that she could get away with casting Jacob Elordi, which, by the way, Jacob Elordi, check your closets, check your windows. That lady is obsessed with you. Perfect Heathcliff was right there. There was no reason for this. Why is Melly an Asian character now and the villain? Like, she hated those people, but it was a thing that we could understand. She wasn't nice, but she wasn't a villain in the story. She had no control over it, and she was forced to deal with all these, like, overdramatic people. The whole, like, colorblind casting, but magically all the people of color are now the villains? What are you trying to say? Somehow Linton's sister is so white and not a person of color. So the person experiencing abuse is now white, but also she's into it now? Problem number two. I love Margot Robbie, and I love the idea for that for once a woman is casted in a role that she is not age appropriate to play in the sense that she is too old, unlike Jennifer Lawrence playing a 40-year-old at 20. I love the idea of seeing a late 30s, 40-year-old play a 20-year-old. But even for a 20-year-old, the behavior in the book is not changed enough for it to make sense that these are adults. These are the 14-year-old behaviors. It's embarrassing, actually, to watch Margot Robbie do that, and she's a really good actress. So it's like embarrassing to see her behave that way. It's weird. Problem number three, which is like not really a problem, the music was just so good. It was too good for the product, right? Like, for what I imagined this movie would be, the music would hit. But sometimes it was so good it was distracting. Like, Charlie, you really did that. Sometimes it was so good it was distracting. Same with the costumes. Costumes 8. I'm sorry. It was nasty. I know they're not historically accurate, okay. I know, and I'm with y'all like 90% of the time, but I think for stuff like this, I'm on her side. Ooh, Little Miss Linton actually was fantastic. For a character that does not have a lot of characterization in the book, all she is, high time in the book, is just like a quiet girl who is abused. She really gave us a reason to care. Like, I would care anyway because the abuse is so visceral, but I really cared because she made herself so likable. Even though it did not make sense to me that you made Linton brown, but you kept his sister white. You were so close to almost doing a thing. You could have did a thing. Because then it would look like a lower class white man having some feelings about a brown man who got the woman that he wanted was a white man. And so he married his sister to get his secret revenge. And the sister of color gets abused. Like, it could have been a thing. She don't have the wavelength. She don't have the wavelength. She's not on that. And I'm not watching Emerald Fennel movies anymore. I've been marked too many times because how do you ruin Margot Robbie's epic run? How do you ruin Jacob Elordi's epic run when you kind of were a part of the run to begin with? Ma'am, I'm mad at you.